Hey guys, welcome back. First thing first, let's see what is business analysis. In this video, we are going to look at the definition and we are going to refer IIBA and Babok for the definition purpose. So, as per Babok, Volume 3, it is the practice of enabling change in any organization. So, though I'm coming from information technology background and my experience is largely in IT, but as far as business analysis is concerned, this practice is applicable across domains and not just IT. No matter what you do, you have to apply certain set of activities and certain set of knowledge to finally reach at an output, reach the conclusion which can be further used for making business decisions. So, business analysis is key to any sector because whether it's IT or any other sector, you have to identify the problem and propose solution, no matter what you do. In fact, before buying this course, you probably went and Googled uh, for business analysis. Went to the Wikipedia and many blogs and websites and did some research before you finally came to Udemy. And then on Udemy, you performed certain set of activities to arrive on the conclusion that you are going to purchase this particular course. All of this can imply business analysis. So basically, business analysis is a set of activities needed to perform to fix a problem or mitigate the risk. It's not just one thing, you have to perform a set of activities. Business analysis is the practice of reviewing the current practice or product, identify the inefficiencies in it, and propose solution while maintaining highest possible standards and following company guidelines and benchmark. Following company guidelines and benchmark is very important here because we cannot propose change in isolation. A $50 million company cannot operate like a $50 billion or rather $500 billion company. So every company has its own limitation. They have limited resources and they need to use their skills, money, and other resources to come up with a standard which is appropriate for them. And while they do it, they usually follow their own domain. So technology is one domain, banking is one domain, insurance is another domain. So insurance company, a smaller insurance company, will learn from a bigger insurance company and will use its own mean to come up with the standard within the insurance domain which is good for it, whereas a technology company will follow different set of standards to come up with practices which are suitable for a technology company. So business analysts, and in business analysis, we will usually include working with the stakeholders, reporting to management, working with development team to develop, test, and deliver the change. So basically, it's a team effort. You are working with multiple stakeholders. Some could be users, some could be sponsor. There are who are just project managers. So you are eventually dealing with multiple stakeholders. You have to coordinate all the effort with all of these parties and ensure that everybody is on the same page. And in this course, you will learn that communication is one of the key activity of business analyst. As a business analyst, you will spend a lot of time communicating with all these stakeholders because at the end of the day, you are delivering value to them. So if stakeholders are not happy with the change you are proposing, then the entire purpose of the project is defeated. Now, if we go back to the definitions, then business analysis is the practice of enabling change in an enterprise by defining needs and recommending solutions that deliver value to stakeholder. So basically, if we further break down this particular statements, we basically mean that usually when you analyze a practice or product or service, you will usually there is always a room for improvement. So you have to identify those gaps, those inefficiencies, and how you can work out a solution within the company guidelines and the budget which can deliver value to the stakeholder. Moving on to the next statement, business analysis helps an enterprise in identifying a business need, its solution, and the rationale behind the solution. So basically, it is the extension of last statement. When we say the rationale behind the solution, it is also very important because it's not just about coming up a solution. You also need to ensure consistency, and you can only do that when you follow certain standards, and this is where the rationale will come in play. So in business analysis, in short, it's not just that you have found a solution, you also need to inform your stakeholder why you think this particular solution is better than others, because under normal circumstances you can assume that you are going to have more than one solution, but all you and then you have to evaluate all of them and finally arrive on one solution. So you have to come up with that rationale, you have to analyze, and you have to come up with that logic why this particular solution is better. It could be the cost, it could be the time frame, it could be just comfort level of the user, but you have to specify the rationale. Now coming up to this case study we are going to use it for our course. It's I have come up with a very simple case study so that all of us can relate to it. So in this case study, you are working as a business analyst for a company. This company is currently using typewriters to process for their operations, and as you can understand, with typewriters, process is slow and cumbersome. Your management is inviting you to analyze the current process and suggest change. So this is our case study. We will use it for our course. So as we move ahead with the course, we will cover more stuff in different sections. And as we cover them, we will also talk about how we can apply the knowledge of business analysis to address this particular case study. To give you the overview about this case study, um, like any other project, in this project you are going to perform certain set of activities. You are going to identify the gaps and you are going to determine how to address them. So basically you perform business analysis to and determine following things. One will be the identify stakeholders, identify and propose solutions. uh, Purchase computer is one option. Then you have to identify the cost of the project. It is also referred as estimation. Then you have to look at the vendor, the time frame, and the training needed to help user to go through the transition. And then you have to, by the end of the day, you have to work with all the stakeholders who are involved with the project to keep them posted about the progress of the project. So, at the beginning of this journey, the current state, we are sitting at the typewriters, and now our desired state is to reach the computers, which is our proposed solution. So, and that's what we are going to do throughout this course. We will learn different techniques in business analysis, how to do them, why to do them, and how to approach these challenges. So thank you very much for joining in this course. In next video, we are going to learn about the role of the business analyst. Thank you.